Hi, beautiful souls. Just a short video because I am inspired because of a comment of one of you guys. And I can also talk more, like I can connect this with the content that I will more and more make on my channel, related to wholeness, related to stop interrupting your light, and that your existence isn't based on conditions. It's not based on whether you have healed enough or not. So I got this question from a lovely woman, and she shared a bit of her story around shame and how this is a pattern and something that she thinks that she needs to heal. And I want to clarify something about this, because I've been talking more on this topic of I don't believe in healing. I never did. I even deleted the words healing and wounds, trauma. I all deleted from my vocabulary with a reason. It changed my life, but also it was very easy for me to remove it because I never resonated with it. And I've noticed also, and that's good. That's bringing me in my power even more. Like, I'm currently in the shift of I don't even want to be liked. I don't even need to be seen with the content that I'm sharing. I'm just here to speak my mind. I'm here just to share my voice, to share the truth that I've always been feeling. And I'm just no longer afraid to do that. And even though if this inspires you to do as well, please do. Awaken your inner rebel. Speak your inner fire. Even if you are afraid or terrified, do it anyways. Before I will get more into this comment of this person around how do I heal this shame, I was gonna say something in my own language. I'm tired today, but I felt that I wanted to record this anyway. So, I've seen, and I also feel this, that I trigger some people with my new contents. So that's okay, and I understand. I'm used to this because I've been talking about this topic, about wholeness, about almost bypassing your personality and bypassing your ego mind, your individual self. I've been talking about this since 2024 on YouTube, but then in my mother tongue. Sorry for my camera that is not steady. So especially at the beginning, I received comments from people that really felt attacked by my content. While I was not there to judge them or to irritate them, I was there just to share my experience on this and how easy it can be. And I was also there, and I still am here, to talk about this from so much love and purpose and passion. Because all I want for you guys, for every single human being, is to remember this as well, to apply this as well, and drop all the complex and dramatic tools and stories around your self-image and your psyche and your mind and your individual small self. It's okay if you think that I'm bypassing things. In truth, we can't really bypass things. We are everything, we are nothing, We are multidimensional beings. So there's so much more possible. There are so many other perspectives and realities when you shift in frequency of soul. When you stop identifying with your personality, with your ego mind, and you start to shift into this more expanded way of experiencing and being and exploring. And so I feel like there was something else that I wanted to share about this. Yeah, never mind. But I received some emails, also a comment from someone related to my video on Stop Interrupting Your Lights, that they understand me, that they acknowledge my work and how important it is, but with their perspective on it, and that I just can see that it's triggering people. And years ago I would try to not do that, to not make that happen, but I'm not here to make you feel comfortable. I'm here to help you break free. I'm here to resonate with the people that are ready for this work. I don't like to call it work, it's just remembering. It's a constant dance between forgetting and remembering. When we forget, we tend to go back into these patterns of separation, of shame, of fear, of doubts, everything related to our more small human self. And then we, especially in this awakening journey, and then we suddenly remember again. And we see, that was just like my ego playing small, being in victimhood around certain circumstances or emotions or even just thoughts. But that's not just me. You start to zoom out again and you suddenly feel so much lighter and brighter. And like the only doorway you can step into from forgetting to remembrance is the present moments. And how can we experience the power of the present moments? Through our bodies. I wrote a whole article on Substack around this. I'll link it, I think, as a comment in the comments below this video, and I will pin it so you can find it easily. But now back to this comment from someone that asked me, like, how can you heal something like shame on your twin flame awakening journey? There's nothing to heal, my love. If we think we have to heal that, we are so focused on that. We identify with it. We want to have solutions for this. We want to fix this because we see this as a problem and we want to get rid of it. So we are actually constantly in resistance towards it. We are fighting against it. I'm not saying that that this is the way people perceive this when they talk about healing. Of course, not everyone. I've talked about this before with people who completely resonate with my teachings, but they use the word healing anyways. But they use it for, they have a different definition for it. But my loves, you are so powerful that if you think you are not, you are not. You get to decide where you lay your focus on, what your story is. If you have to heal all these things because you want to get rid of it, then that's your story. And then things will challenge you constantly. That's how powerful you are. But you are here on an awakening journey. But just in general, like everyone who is focused on consciousness, on coming back to your natural state of being, on remembering, activating your light, speaking your truth. What if you get to decide, and I also wrote this as a response to this question, this is not me. This shame is not who I am. If we stop identifying with it, guess what will happen? What will happen? If you can just see it and accept it and feel it. But know that's not what you are. Because when we don't react from it any longer or at it, and by that I mean, for example, we get triggered, this pattern of shame comes up. You either observe this and you see this as a part of your small human self that operates from separation consciousness, or no and you, or it's your ego, starts judging on this pattern that is arising, and it comes up with all these stories. I need to heal this because it's uncomfortable. I don't like this. I don't want to experience this any longer. What you are doing in the essence is judging yourself, is judging your existence. You are just constantly expressing yourself through your small human self, but you can and you will, because you got activated on this awakening path, you will become aware that's just not who I am. I'm just experiencing this. And like the power in this and the beauty in this is you don't have to heal to shift into this higher perspective, into this observing perspective, into the frequency of soul. Because like I've said many times already, it's when I dropped all the stories on healing and needing to fix all these patterns from a place of wanting to get rid of it, resisting it, fighting against it, not accepting it. That's where I started to feel most whole again and alive again. This awakening journey, awakening in general, is about remembering. Constantly remembering and forgetting again and remembering again. And it's not about being focused on your patterns and your wounds. And I understand that you may have sometimes that you still are focused on that. Maybe because you read so many books about this. Maybe because you read some articles on twin flames related stuff that talk about healing your wounds. But it keeps you in your small human self. It keeps you constantly focused on that. Because you consumed all this information, and then you project this information in your reality. It's about becoming that aware. That you are not your psyche, you are not your personality, you are soul. And soul co-creates with your small human self. But it's there where the liberation happens. When you remember our soul, when you take your responsibility on this journey, less noise, more presence, being in the now. Reading the book The Power of Now, which I will recommend, or I will keep on recommending to people, so you can start to observe these patterns in your freaking mind that are not the truth. It's distracting you, it's keeping you in suffering. And suffering is okay. You don't have to, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I thought this was gonna be a short video. But being on the roads can be very exhausting sometimes. And I was so tired today, even though I spent 5 days at an amazing glamping here in Slovenia. I got to experience community vibes again, and I deeply enjoyed it. But yeah, I'm also close to my moon time, and then I left this amazing 5 days, and I drove further to a new place here, a bigger camping with a completely different atmosphere, which you find on almost every other camping. Just everyone lives in their own bubble. But because I was so tired, and yesterday I also had a closing session with my mentor, and I received a lot of very valuable mirrors, and so a lot of emotions came to the surface. And today I had a few hours in which there were so many emotions, and I did my best to feel them all, to allow them all to exist. I didn't go into these stories, oh no, now this is an old pattern and I have to heal this, or the analyzing the concepts. I don't do that anymore. I just really try to allow them completely. And of course my mind was also at the same time sometimes resisting some emotions and judging them, and that's where the suffering happens. But it's so powerful as well, actually, to allow the suffering, to just don't even touch it. Experience the suffering. It's so powerful as well. Okay. So when you're on a twin flame awakening journey, it's not about being focused on that. It's about becoming aware, because the soul is aware, is constantly experiencing, is observing. And becoming aware will help you to treat your wounds or your patterns from a place of wholeness again. Acceptance. Why? Because you become aware of when the ego mind is coming to the surface. And you can feel a difference now. And you can choose, although it's sometimes challenging, to approach your human self from the perspective of your soul. And it will loosen its grip. It will lose its grip. These patterns of shame, of fear, of doubting, because you no longer identify with it, because you no longer respond from it, from an identification, or you don't judge it any longer. You allow it to exist because it's part of your human experience, and that's where it will be able to dissolve. Okay, before I end this video, of course, the 2 online courses of mine focused on a twin flame awakening journey are in discount the full summer, so in July and in August. And I have my new container, and this container is called the initiation, and it's really there for people. It's so connected to like this whole topic of today in this video. It's there for people who are so done with the focus on needing to heal, needing to fix yourself, searching for answers, this constant urge for improvement, and that you deeply feel like, I just want peace again with myself. I want to simplify my life more, because it's in the simplicity that you'll find your power, your remembrance, your light again. Because what I did then today, because of allowing these emotions, because I was just so tired, and then my mind was very active, then I experienced this small amount of time in suffering. I balanced this by them coming back to the present moments, that's balancing your energy also. Coming back to the body. Slowing down. Living more mindful. That's where the body and the mind also will feel safe again. So co-creating with your ego, with your body, so important. So the price will increase next week, no, the 20th, or around the 20th of July. And the places that I have available are limited. It's really focused on a small community that I will guide with audios, with activations and transmissions to this remembrance again, to applying this on your human self in your daily life, embodying this more. I truly, truly believe in this. I'm really here to teach you that. So much love, everyone. Thank you for being here.